you're on a ship with a woman. Well, that's the whole... Oh, right. That's the whole...
Well, good afternoon from the Celebrity Apex Deck 15 retreat.
Hi, guys.
Here he is. My brother Nick, for anyone who doesn't know.
How you doing?
What are you Joey out of friends
How
now?
you doing?
He's even worse than Ashley. Ashley's here.
Cheers.
Amanda's here. And Mum and Joan are here. They're too busy chatting to look at the camera. We left home left Mum's this morning at 11:15, and by 20 to 12 we were on board the ship, so you can't get a more efficient... Yeah, in our room. So you can't get a more efficient start to the holiday than that. And we've had a quick look around the ship. Nick and Amanda have been on the sister ship of this one, is that right?
Yes, the
What's it called?
Edge. This
Celebrity
is Edge class. There are 4 different boats in Edge class. The Beyond, the Edge, Accent or something.
I think if he goes on Mastermind, Celebrity cruise ships.
The Apex, which you're on.
Yes, we're on the Celebrity Apex. The sun is shining. We're in Southampton. We are leaving tonight for 7 days around Spain and Portugal. And I've got a glass of champagne. And happy holidays. First lunch on board. Prawn ceviche for a starter. The sun is shining beautifully. There's 5 ships in today. Mind you, it's the first Saturday of the school holidays, so it's not surprising. That is a P&O one over there. I'm not sure what ship that is. Could be the Iona. There's another P&O ship in the Arcadia and an MSC one as well. We're just sitting on the back deck. Look at that blue sky. And having a cocktail ready for sail away, which is in about half an hour. It's time to leave Southampton. We're already pushing away from the side and we'll be on our way. Good morning. It's day 3 and we are just arriving in Vigo, the Spanish port of Vigo, where I have been many times when I worked on the ships many years ago. It was horrible first thing this morning, but I say first thing, it's only 8:15 or something now, but it's actually the mist has burned off, so it's a little bit less foggy and unpleasant, and the sun is shining now, so yeah, Nick and Amanda are... Oh, let me turn you around. You're going to have to put up with my just got out of bed face. Nick and Amanda are off on an organised shore excursion today. They're going to see some mussel farming, I believe. We're probably not going to go ashore because, as I said, I've been here lots of times before. Ashley's not bothered about getting off. We're cool just to sit on deck and relax, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. So weird in here.
Have you? I have.
The sun has come out, the sky's getting blue, it's lovely and warm. We've had breakfast and Ashley and I have now come to park ourselves on this little cabana bed for the morning, a morning of reading. There's the hot tub and the pool back there. Well, it's now the evening of day 3 and I think I could have the prize for the world's worst vlogger so far this holiday. Been having far too good a time, clearly, to do any vlogging. There's Ashley. Shall we do? Would you like to film my outfit?
Yeah, on the balcony.
No, it's too bright because of the sun.
Balcony looks lovely though.
That's a nice thing to be able to say, isn't it? It's too bright. Tell you what, we'll do my outfit, then we'll do a bit of a cabin tour. And I will attempt to take you out for the evening and remember to film. How would that be? That would be good. Right, you hold the camera. And I'll go over here. Now, I have no shoes on. I am going to put shoes on.
Am I supposed to be...
Oh yeah, you can't. You pull the screen down. Yeah. Sorry, it's all a bit. I've got no shoes on. I am going to put shoes on.
Shoes all down here.
But the only shoes that I can wear are these flat sandals, because the first night I went out in a pair of shoes that I haven't worn for ages. I've only worn them once before, and ended up with 2 massive blisters on my feet, which I won't get actually to show you because they're hideous, but they're just so painful. They are, aren't they?
Show them the blisters.
Nobody wants to see the blisters on my feet.
She's right, no one wants to see.
And I've got my little 2-piece green shamrock outfit from Shein on this evening with various jewellery. Nothing very exciting, but let's show you this necklace before. It came from, I think this was Anna Louisa. And this bracelet was Amazon, I think. It's pretty.
Fastened by Ashley?
Fastened by Ashley, yes. Do you want to do the cabin tour or shall I?
No, you can do the cabin tour, but I'm just going to show one very important thing first.
Oh, okay, what? Oh, Ashley's new loafers. He's very pleased with those, yes. So this is the door where you come into the cabin. And the sun is shining beautifully now. We've been to Vigo today. I think I said that earlier this morning. And you come round here. You've got a lovely, huge bed. Then a little sitting area over there. And chest of drawers. And that's like a mini bar type thing with a fridge in. And a little desk. You can work there or do your makeup there or whatever with a mirror above it. It is a bit untidy. I should have done it after Janice had been in and cleaned it, really, shouldn't I? So yeah, really nice, big and spacious and light, modern decor. And then I'll do a quick bathroom. The bathroom is
A mess?
It's not too bad. Nice big modern basin with a big mirror over there and drawers underneath. The loo has its own little separate door there, so you can shut that off separately if you want to. And then you've got a big square bath here with the shower above, really nice rainforesty type shower. And you can have, it's got like a handheld shower thing there as well, and then an overhead one if you want that. And then a little dressing table to do your makeup with a really useful built-in light up magnifying mirror, which I love. Everywhere should have that. Yeah, and little shelves up the side there, loads of storage in here. Also shelves up the side of the basin there, and small little shelves here. Really nice bathroom. And then also a really nice balcony. I would say it's bigger than the balcony we had on the Queen Mary, in fact, in terms of being wider. This room is called a... Nick?
Hello?
Is it a magic carpet suite? This room called?
Sky Suite, I think.
Sky Suite?
I think so, yeah.
I thought it was something to do with the magic carpet.
It is something called Magic Carpet, but I think it's called a Sky Suite.
Alright. Can you just tell us what the magic carpet is quickly?
The Magic Carpet is directly above us.
Oh, can we film that?
You won't...
Oh, can you get it?
Yeah.
I can't see it from here. There you go.
Hi guys. That's the Magic Carpet up there.
There's a platform that goes up and down, is it? Hasn't gone up and down since
It's a platform that goes up and down. They mainly use it for tenders when we are not at a port, but every port we're going to is
alongside rather
topside. So they probably won't need to put it up and down. But
Yeah.
apparently they use it for restaurants and stuff, and they put it on different levels, but I don't think we'll see it move.
No. Anyway, that's the type of room, and we've got... Oh, I'm backwards now on Mum and Joan's balcony. Got 2 lovely loungers, really comfortable ones, little table, and 2 upright chairs. And yeah, it's a really good sized balcony, really nice and deep, plenty of room. Oh, Mum's waving from her room. Getting ready. And that is the cabin tour. Very nice cabin, very impressed by it. Not a good start to an accurate account of vlogging the evening. Managed to get halfway to where we're going for a drink and forgot my camera, so I went back to the room. Now I'm going to go and catch them up. I think we're going to the Retreat Lounge tonight for drinks. We found a little corner to have drinks outside in the sunshine. Hi guys. Jen's there in the shade because it's too hot for her. And us here. Watching the sea go by. Lovely jubbly. And for main course, I have got duck, comfy duck leg. Amanda's got fish. Ashley's got. What have you got? Oh, you've got fish as well. Nice. Good morning from Lisbon, day 4. Oh wow, caught a bit of sunrise over there. Just about to go underneath this bridge. We're walking through this really weird sort of mirrory mazy thing with sort of, they look like polystyrene sculptures, but they're sort of marble, but it's all sort of mirrored and it's a bit of a weird thing. It's interesting. And then we're going to walk right down this bit. These are my favourite lamps. They're a bit Tarte's Boudoir, but I really like them. They're pink feathery. Wow. There's no train now. It's because the train was on it apparently. I didn't realise. I thought it was just the traffic. Oh, we can still hear the music from down here. This is lovely. This is my favourite. Ah, really nice. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Well, that's a view to have your dinner with, isn't it? And that, I'm afraid, is all of the footage that I took on board the cruise. My apologies, it's not one of my better efforts. I could give you excuses. One, I wasn't feeling well most of the time we were away. I'll talk more about that in another video. Secondly, when there's a bigger group of us, I do find it... Sorry, I just need to rearrange myself so I'm in the middle because it's bugging me. Yeah, when we go on holiday with family, I do find it more difficult to film because I'm very aware of other people's privacy. And not wanting to feature my family too heavily and open them up to the general unpleasantness of the internet is the truth of the matter. So yeah, there's that as well. So I feel like it was a bit of a poor effort vlog-wise, but I know a lot of you have messaged me saying when's the cruise vlog coming, so I thought I would put it together. I just wanted to give you some of my thoughts as well on that we haven't sailed with celebrity before. My brother has, obviously, as I said during the footage, and Amanda, but we haven't. Now, as I touched on in the video, Nick and Amanda have been on celebrity cruises before on the sister ship of the one we were sailing on. However, when they sailed on it, it was post-COVID, and it was when the ships were sailing with fewer passengers, when cruising had started up again but was not sailing at full capacity. So there were 1,000 fewer people on the ship when they went on it. And they said, interestingly, they said that had they been... they felt that they felt it made a huge difference to the experience. It was really, really busy. To be fair, it was also school holidays. There was a lot of families, not complaining about kids. All the kids I saw were behaving pretty well and seemed to be enjoying themselves. But it just felt like a really busy airport a lot of the time, if I'm perfectly honest. It didn't feel tranquil and relaxing. And I mean, my experience of cruising as a passenger has been limited previously only to Cunard, and having experienced celebrity, there was a lot of good things about it as well, but just the sheer level of busyness and people made it feel not very restful. And I think we all agreed as a family, all of us sort of had the same opinion by the end of it. We'd had a lovely time, we really enjoyed it, but it was just too busy. There was too many people. You were quite often fighting for a seat in places, and it was really busy. The buffet was just the most... the food was amazing. All the food we had, I couldn't say anything bad about the food. I think we had one meal that I didn't enjoy particularly as much, but the food everywhere we went was of a really good standard, really well served. I can't say enough good things about the crew. All the crew were... Sorry, that's my fly killing machine. All the crew were really lovely and well trained and helpful and friendly and all of that stuff, but it was just very big and very busy. Now for me, I'm quite a weird cruiser, and Ashley's the same as me. Nick and Amanda are completely different in this respect. I go on a cruise for the joy of being on the ship. I don't particularly want to spend my time rushing around lots of different ports. I don't particularly have that much interest in the ashore part of the cruise. I know I'm quite unusual in that respect. It's possibly, I think it's a mixture of two reasons. For me, it's because I spent a long time working on board cruise ships, 5 years in my early 20s, and I went to a lot of places and saw a lot of places, and I don't have that desperate need to go to a lot of places anymore that I once did, and plus I've seen a lot of the places, but been ashore in them, as I touched on that in the footage, I think. So I don't have that burning desire to go ashore. The other part of it is that I love a city break, don't get me wrong. In fact, let me come back to that in a second. I love a city break, I love exploring new places, but I don't particularly want to combine that with a cruise, so I'm quite happy being on board the ship. And my plan really, Ashley's plan, was that Mum and Joan also aren't interested particularly in going ashore. I don't think they went ashore at all. We did in one port. Nick and Amanda love it. They've had activities planned in all the different ports and really enjoyed getting off, wandering around, going shopping, that sort of thing. We were quite happy to stay on board, but one thing we did find disappointing with Celebrity was that on the port days, they shut down all the restaurants, almost all the restaurants, apart from one that you had to pay extra for, and the buffet on port days, which is a real shame because there's so many great dining options, and that was one of the things we were looking forward to. And the buffet, particularly for Mum and Joan, was just too busy and hectic and huge and massive. Obviously, it has to be huge and massive to, you know, cater for all the number of people on board. And the food, I have to say, again, the food at the buffet and the cleanliness and hygiene and all of that stuff was all good. It was just not a relaxing, pleasant experience because of the sheer number of people and the sheer size of it all. It was just a bit overwhelming. So that was quite disappointing that we didn't have really much choice. We were in the retreat area of the ship, which is comes with the cabin that we had. And the retreat it has its own lounge with a little bar in it, which was really nice, and snacks throughout the day. And it also has a restaurant Lumine that you can eat in if you're in a retreat cabin, which again was very nice, however closed on port days, which I thought was a bit wrong, to be honest. And then it also had the outside deck area, which I filmed a little bit of, which was lovely and a lot less busy than other areas of the ship. We spent most of our time in the retreat area because we found it very relaxing. And we were very grateful that we had booked that area, which was really nice. We enjoyed that. Just going back to what I was saying before, as you know, in December this year we're going to do a repeat of a trip we did in 2019, which was flying out to New York, spending 3 days doing a city break in New York, and then coming back on the Queen Mary 2, which takes 7 days, the transatlantic. That is my perfect trip. A city break, lots of busy, fun times for 3 days in the city, sightseeing and doing all the things, and then a really relaxing, tranquil 7 days on board a ship with no port days, no need to get off the ship at all, just relaxation while you travel back home. And yeah, a cruise with no ports works really well for me and Ashley. We very much enjoy that. I suspect that when we get into retirement, whenever that might be at some point in the future, we will enjoy holidays a bit more with a bit more activity, but these days we're very much we're keen on relaxation on holidays, but I think because our lives are so busy the rest of the time, that we like that sort of relaxing aspect. Another thing we did on Celebrity that I can be really positive about, which is nice, is we did the Nick, Ashley and myself did the behind the scenes ship tour, where we went to visit the engine control room, the bridge, the garbage area, where else did we go? The laundry. And obviously, having worked on the ships, it was of interest to me to see all the other, I saw them all when I was on. Obviously, for me, having worked on the ships, it was really interesting to see how things had changed in the, is it nearly 30 years? I think it's 30 years since I was working on the ship, so things had changed a lot. And it was really interesting to see the crew areas and meet some. We also went to the galley, I forgot to say that. And meet some of the sort of behind the scenes crew as well, which was really interesting. We got a lot out of that. And I think Ashley and Nick were just interested to see some of the behind the scenes workings of the ship, and that was a real 10 out of 10. I think it took 2.5 hours, and it was a really good, enjoyable trip, or trip, not really a trip, experience. So if you can book that in advance, we booked it a long way in advance, and it's a small group of people. I've actually got a photograph from the bridge tour, which I'll pop up here, that they gave us as part of the package. It wasn't cheap to do. I can't remember exactly what it cost, but we had some onboard credits, so we used that for it. But we really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend that if you get a chance to do something like that. Entertainment on the ship was good. We went to a really good magic show one evening that we really enjoyed. We took part, we went to the casino, which we always enjoy on a ship. I played a bit of roulette, and we also did a couple of quiz type things as well, which again were enjoyable and fun. There was as much, you can always, I think the joy of being on board a ship is you can sort of join in as much or as little as you want, so it's nice to have the option to do lots of different things if you want to. I suppose the burning question at the end of all that is, would we go back on a Celebrity ship? I think for me, if there was one that was a lot smaller, I possibly would. But I don't think there is, so I probably won't. I think I'm more of a small ship person as a passenger, for sure. I think it just, for me, was too big and too many people. And I think that was really the general consensus of our party. The other thing I probably should mention before closing is that we had absolutely bloody awful weather, which doesn't have, obviously nobody's fault, but I think having had such a rotten summer here, we were really looking forward to, particularly my mum who hasn't been away this year, to 7 days of lovely sunshine, and that didn't happen. We had 2 decent days, and the rest it was almost cold, if I'm honest, but never mind, that can't be controlled. Overall, we all had a lovely time. We really enjoyed spending time together as a family. Really high marks for the food on board, and the cocktails as well were delicious. The entertainment was pretty good, but just the sheer size, which is something I haven't experienced before, size-wise, and I'm glad I've tried it. Would I do it again? Probably not. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.